So I just wanted to share some updates on what is going on in my life on this journey. Today I've had a pretty good day. I haven't felt like gross or anything like that. I haven't thought about my appearance that much, other than on occasion getting hot and like needing to put my hair up. But it's been a pretty good day. It's been a day that I'm pleased with, that I have no regrets about. And so I wanted to share with you a few things that have happened since my last video. So Friday, so I work at a bank, and there was a lady who had come in earlier in the day on Friday and withdrawn some money. And of course I gave her money, counted it out to her and everything. She left. Well, she came back later in the afternoon. Instead of coming inside as she did earlier, she came through the drive-thru. And so I can hear her talking to the drive-thru teller in the microphone, as can everyone in the bank. And she's basically saying that she is missing some money from earlier and wanting to know, what happened to it. And so the drive-thru teller asked, well, who waited on you earlier? And I'm hearing this going on, like, while I'm waiting on people. Like, you have to understand, we have people, it was Friday afternoon, and we had people lined up to the door, possibly out the door. Like, it was very busy. And so I'm hearing a little bit of this going on, and I feel like it's the woman that I helped earlier. And so when the teller asked her to who she went to, I knew that she was immediately going to describe me, because there's no way she was going to remember my name. And so this has happened to me multiple times before, because I worked in customer service since I was 16 years old, where there would be an incident and someone would have to describe me because they didn't know their name. I was just, the cashier or whoever. Whatever the particular job was. And so the same feeling of dread rushed over me, the same feeling that I've gotten many times before when someone has described me, because there's only a handful of things that they can say to describe me that will set me apart from other people. One of them is the blonde girl, which I'm strawberry blonde, so sometimes it's the blonde girl, sometimes it's the red-haired girl. Most of the time it's blonde, though, so that lets me know that people think that I'm more blonde than I am strawberry blonde, but whatevs. And sometimes they'll say the tall girl, the real light-skinned girl. And so there are only a handful of things that she could have said, and so I just immediately started cringing. And she says the blonde girl, and I'm just thinking to myself, please stop there, don't say anything else. And then it comes. She's kind of thick. And she's saying all of this over the intercom thing, and everyone can hear her. And people who were standing in line all the way back to the door can hear this woman describe me as the thick one. And, my friends were laughing about it and stuff. They're like, yeah, she's thick, they write songs about girls being thick. And I'm like, but that's not what she meant. She said it in a way that I guess would sound pleasing, but I was like, I know what she meant. She was trying to nicely say the fat one. That's it. And so, I wasn't just, super hurt over it or anything. I didn't, go cry about it or anything like that, because it is what it is. But it was just super embarrassing that it was said in front of everyone. And I was mortified. I was just like, thanks, lady. Appreciate that. So, that kind of got me down a little bit towards the end of the day on Friday, just because it's just like a slap in the face. I started this journey trying to get more self-confidence, trying to not define myself by my weight and by my appearance. And then this total stranger comes in, and that's the second way she describes me out of all of these other ways she could have described me. The tall one, the white one, the one with, the big nose, or the glasses, anything. But that was immediately what came to mind was I was blonde and I was thick. And it just bothered me a little, you know? It just like, I didn't lose sleep over it, but it was definitely a downer. Fast forward to Monday, which was yesterday, and this other lady comes in and she's cashing a check, and she's not even a customer of ours. I've never seen her before, never met her before. And I'm like in the middle of her transaction, just making small talk, and she looks at me and she pauses for a second and she says, "You look like Claire Danes." Oh my gosh. I nearly jumped over the counter and gave her the biggest hug and the biggest kiss on the cheek ever. It's like, my voice literally went like 5 octaves higher. I go, really? Because I love Claire Danes. I've loved her since Romeo and Juliet, 1997. Like, I love Claire Danes, and she told me that she thought I looked like her. Now, that may or may not be true. You know, the looks of Claire Danes are in the eye of the beholder and whatnot. But the fact that she told me that just like made my day. It's just like, you could not bring me down after that. And so I just thought this is so interesting how one woman's thick blonde girl is another woman's Claire Danes. And so it's like, if this isn't proof that we really shouldn't pay that much attention to the way people perceive our appearance, then I don't know what else is. And it really gave me a little bit more faith in humanity than I had before. So I hope that all of you who are watching this video, on the days that you feel like the thick blonde girl that is a little bit embarrassed about your appearance, just know that probably soon after, there's coming a girl who is going to tell you that you look like Claire Danes. You're going to have your Claire Danes moment. Hallelujah.